Ready? All right. Um, Today I want to address a few things concerning Portland solutions to the homeless situation. Right now, our city council and our mayor has uh, passed a thing where they're going to create these large encampments for the homeless in different neighborhoods. There's a problem with this that doesn't seem to be addressed or known by most of the public, I think, and that is when you concentrate that many people, they want to, I think it's like 150 to 250 people per campsite. There's going to cause problems in such ways like people are going to be more prone to being victimized. Many people out here are vulnerable. They have mental health issues, or they're just weaker than others. And these people get preyed upon by other homeless. And right now, with the situation and how it works, is they are able to get away from these people who are preying on them. They can move away, or they move away, or they can hide in different places so they can not be around those people. But if you put them all together in a large camp like that, you're going to put these people who are vulnerable right in with the people who are going to prey on them, and they're not going to have anywhere to go. They're not going to have any way to escape them, and they're going to get victimized, and they're going to get hurt, and it's going to be bad for those people, very bad. And I understand you say, well, they can just call the cops. But what people don't understand is, in the culture of being homeless, calling the cops is the last thing you do. It's the absolute last thing to do. Because if you do, you get labeled a snitch. And then nobody wants anything to do with you. You can get hurt if you get that label. Even if it's not true, you can get hurt. I know people who've been hurt because of that. And that makes them even more potentially to be victimized if they call the cops by others who wouldn't normally do it. And so that's bad in that way. It's going to create more harm to these people. They don't care, the city. They're just putting a Band-Aid thing on it, or they're just, whatever they're doing is just basically saying, we're going to do something, this is what we're going to do, so that it appeases the public. And it's not really going to help anybody. Also, I believe it will cause crime in those neighborhoods to go up, because homeless people, we don't just sit out here and collect money and food stamps and all that and use that. We go out and we earn money. The vast majority of us go out and earn money. You see the people on the side of the road who fly a sign. Those people irritate the hell out of me, because they get given money for no reason other than sitting on their ass and asking for it. The vast majority of us don't do that. We go out and we look for aluminum cans and water bottles for the dime, for recyclable materials like copper and aluminum. Some are criminals. That's true, I admit, and they're going out there doing that. But if you concentrate everybody in that one area, the resources available to them that are not going to be crime, like collecting cans, collecting recyclable materials, getting dumpster scores, which are things that still have value that can be sold or traded, those are going to be exhausted in that area, and they're not going to have the ability to collect those things. So it's going to send crime up. They're going to turn to the next thing. They're going to start stealing from the people that are around them. And I hate to say it, but it's true. And with the more people that are in an area, the less there is for them available that's legal for them to get. They're going to do the illegal thing. And because of that, it's going to cause problems for the neighboring businesses and homeowners. I see it's not going to raise property values for those people. It's going to lower their property values. It's going to cause them problems. They're not going to be happy with it. Nobody's going to want such a large camp around them. I wouldn't want a large camp like that where I live. And I know, well, what's the solution to that? Well, there are solutions that, there's not going to be one perfect answer all to it, but there are better solutions than what the city's doing. And to be quite honest, I saw an interview with the mayor, and he said, I believe it was, it doesn't matter whose fault it is, we just need to do something about it. Well, he's partially right. We do need to do something about it. but it does matter whose fault it is, and I don't understand why people are relying on the person who caused a lot of these problems to be the way they are, to be the one to fix it, because they used COVID as an excuse. They didn't come out and do clean up garbage. I know of one instance personally where people were trying to clean up their area, and were collecting the garbage and putting it all in one spot, and were told that the city wasn't going to come out and collect it, not to leave it there. The garbage guys were told to leave it there and not collect it because they were unsure about whose property it was on. Whereas before, the same property, they didn't have that issue. But they allowed this guy, another guy, to build that huge structure, that how many tons of stuff they held off. They could have gone in and told him, no, you got to stop, tore it down before it got that far, and said, you can stay in the tent and all that, but you can't be making these structures. The city allows these structures to happen. And then they clean up afterwards, and they do it so that when they can put it on the news and say, hey, look how bad these people are. Well, yeah, they're that bad because you let them be. People do what they're allowed to do. And I'm sorry, but that's just the way I think. And I am going to give more talks and videos on what I believe is being done wrong and how we're being handled and what they should do and how they could do it in a different way that isn't going to cost taxpayers more and isn't going to create these huge campsites and maybe help a little bit better. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be honest about anything you ask and any of the questions in dealing with the homeless situation and how we are going to react and how the city is going to react. You know, I live out here. I see it every day. I have good ideas that the city can do that isn't going to cost them any more money than they're already putting out. And I'll put them out there for you all to see and judge, and then you can tell them whether or not you like my ideas, because they're not going to listen to me. So have a good day. Thank you for your time. And please hit the subscribe and like button so that more people can see this.
And ask any questions.
Please do so. If you got a question about anything, how we collect our money, how we do our money, I'm going to do videos on that too. I'll take you all out for a video and see how I go to dumpster to dumpster to collect the things I get and what I do and how I do it. So please have a good day.